Imagine being chosen by God to save the world, only to find out your stats are a literal 0. Most people would call it a glitch. For Flum Apricot, it was a death sentence. But what happens when the weakest person in the world finds a weapon that turns her curse into a godlike power? Today, we're diving into the brutal, blood-soaked, and surprisingly sweet first 3 episodes of Roll Over and Die. We start with Flum, a girl who was supposedly chosen to join the hero's party. But there's a problem. She has no magic and 0 strength. The party's resident sociopath, the mage Jean, decides he's done with dead weight. He drugs Flum and sells her to a slavery market. He throws Flum into a pit with a zombie eater, a creature that liquefies its prey. In the corner of the cell, we see Milkit, a slave girl whose spirit is so broken she's already accepted her death. Just as the monster lunges, Flum grabs a discarded, rusted black sword. Usually this spiral of depravity kills anyone who touches it. But remember Flum's useless skill inversion? Because her stats are 0, the sword's death curse flips into a life-giving buff. Suddenly, Flum is regenerating faster than the monster can bite. She turns the beast into a red smear on the wall, grabs Milkit, and hacks her way to freedom. The hero's party is gone, but Flum's real story has just begun. After the bloodbath of the premiere, briefly, Flum and Milkit arrive at the royal capital. Flum's goal isn't revenge. It's just getting Milkit a decent meal and a bed that doesn't smell like a dungeon. We get a touching moment where Flum helps Milkit wash up. This isn't just fan service. It's the first time Milkit has been treated as a human being in years, but kindness doesn't pay the bills. Flum heads to the Adventurers Guild, where the staff laughs at her 0 stats, and for being a slave mark, they let her take a trash quest to hunt core hogs, assuming she'll just die and stop being their problem. Big mistake. Flum enters the forest and shows us that her 0 stats don't mean she's weak. It means she doesn't play by the world's rules. She fights with raw power and strategy to prove she is not a burden, absolutely obliterates the core hogs with her massive slab of a sword. This scene showcases the brutal reality of her new power. The core hogs are aggressive, but Flum's inversion ability makes her a tank. Even when she takes a hit, her body knits back together instantly. We see the spiral of depravity in action. It's not an elegant weapon. It's a massive, jagged slab of iron that grinds enemies rather than cutting them. Flum slaughters the monsters with a level of violence that slightly disturbs her, hinting at the sword's influence on her psyche. While she's out hunting, we see the hero's party again. Jean is lying to the hero, claiming Flum quit. It's a perfect contrast. The heroes are living a lie, while Flum is building a life of her own with the money she earned. Flum returns to the inn with the rewards from her quest. She buys medicine for Milkit's bandages and a decent meal. The episode ends with the realization that Flum's survival wasn't just luck. Her being sold led her to the sword, and the sword led her to Milkit. Flum and Milkit take a dangerous quest of finding the Ghost Lily, a rare herb used for high-grade medicine that only grows in the Shaded Vale. At the gates, they encounter Sarah, a sister from the Church of the Great Path. Unlike the arrogant priests Flum used to know, Sarah is clumsy, cheerful, and carries a mace that looks far too heavy for a nun. She's been tasked by her orphanage to find the same medicine. To save resources, they decide to travel together. After a restful night at the inn, Flum and Sarah set out early to search for the rare herbs, leaving Milkit behind to help the inn's patrons. Their journey quickly turned dangerous when they encountered and defeated a powerful ogre. Curious, they followed it back to its lair and were shocked to discover a sacred garden hidden deep within the cave. But their luck didn't last long. While collecting the herbs, 2 goons, seeking revenge on Flum, arrived and blew up the cave entrance, sealing them inside. As if that wasn't bad enough, the spiral demon ogre Flum had fought before returned, this time possessing the ogre's body. Flum and Sarah tried to fight together, but the demon was far stronger than they expected. Forced to flee, they ran through the collapsing cave until they found a mysterious hole. With no other escape, they made a desperate choice and jumped into the unknown.